Get your bag, young man. If Amazon's not gonna break you off, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, man. I pretty much think the same thing. I mean, it's one thing for a dude to print out a shirt with your logo on it in front of a stadium, and it's another thing when you got $1 billion enterprise that is already making a load of money and not paying its taxes, and it's probably going to make more money as this whole thing unfolds, since they actually have the infrastructure to basically run a society. So yeah, man, they really don't need any discount on Lamar Jackson's merch. Like, if you can't pay that man his licensing fee, then it shouldn't be on there, period. And even if it's a vendor and Amazon isn't getting the bread, it still shouldn't be on their platform.
Exactly.
All right, man, and this one is submitted by you, but Pat Mahomes hasn't watched The Wire. Do you got to take her attention on that?
I mean, I'm not gonna take his black card, but boy, now I see why he eats ketchup on his mac and cheese. This man has not been. He clearly grew up in a white household. He clearly grew up watching Friends and shit. Like, I don't think he's been around enough black people in his life, and he got a black father. I'm just saying it, like, bro. I would sneak and watch The Wire as a kid. I wasn't even allowed to watch that shit. I wasn't even allowed to watch HBO because all the crazy shit that was going on HBO in the 90s. Wasn't even allowed to. Still did it. The only time I could watch HBO was if the prize fight was on. That was it. My mom and sister's dad was like, nope, you ain't watching this shit. And then when they caught me watching The Wire, I got cussed out. And my mom would pop me. She was like, no. And I went back and watched The Wire. I'm like, how did you not watch The Wire, bro? Like, I get you was in clubhouses as a kid. Like, fam, are you that detached from black people? Like, black culture? You ain't seen The Wire? I don't know if he was trolling, but like, the fact, it worried me. It really worried me. Like, I'm worried for Pat Mahomes now. He won the Super Bowl, bro. You got time. Watch The Wire in your downtime.
You got time, bro. We all quarantined.
Like you and your girlfriend, Becky, whatever. I think her name literally is Becky. That's the funny part. Like, y'all sit down and watch The Wire together. Take notes. But like, fam, come on. That's ridiculous.
All right.
Like, I'm pretty sure Travis Kelce has seen every episode of The Wire. And you tell me Pat Mahomes hasn't? Come on.
That's a whole other topic.
That's crazy.
All right, man. So let's move the touchdown and turnover real quick. All right, man. So the Eagles, after acquiring Darius Slay, are shopping Rasul Douglas. Is that a touchdown or a turnover for the Eagles?
For years, I never trusted West Virginia defensive backs, and now you understand why. Not since Pac-Man Jones, but I trusted a West Virginia defensive back, and now you understand why. That boy been getting eaten up his whole career. And Amari Cooper, like, is gonna pretty much, if he keeps playing against Amari Cooper's gonna get the name right. He's gonna earn the right to name Rasul Douglas's next kid or first kid. I don't know, like. Fam, it's painful. Like, and you know, because he's not agile, he's not fast enough or agile enough to cover him. He's like a system corner. But then when you see him still get beat deep, it's like, why you do that, Cooper? That was mean. But it was delicious, and I loved watching it. But, like, why you do that to him, Cooper? You didn't have to do that to him. Like, Amari Cooper is the reason why Rasul Douglas might not have a job in the league anymore. Like, he Fred Smoothed this man out of the league. Fred Smoothed it to himself. But, like, Rasul Douglas got Fred Smoothed just by playing against Amari Cooper. That's really what it comes down to.
Damn, so you pretty much just called Rasul Douglas Amari Cooper's son.
I mean, that's a nice way of putting it.
All right, man. So the LA Chargers dropped their new logo officially on social media. They did a whole video about it, and it's essentially it says the word Los Angeles and the A is like a little bolt. So is that a touchdown or a turnover? The Chargers' new logo brand.
Oh my God. Yeah. So that logo that the Rams and the Chargers have, I feel like it was a joint thing, and I feel like it's one of those things where it's like a girl made you take a picture and you didn't really want to take it, but you have to just do it. Like back in middle school and shit, you had to stand a certain way and smile. That's that logo looks like. That logo looks like it beat the coronavirus, but it has like long-term scars forever.
But you're talking about
And
the
we have
Rams
to look
logo.
at
I'm
it.
talking about the Chargers logo.
I'm talking about both. You understand me?
But
They
that's
both
why
look like
I think it's a
Sonic
touchdown.
The
I think
Sonic the Hedgehog thing. Remember when Sonic the Hedgehog, the first clips came out? Like, yo, y'all got to refix Sonic. He looked like trash.
what Sonic
That's
was
what they
actually
did.
pretty
It looked
good,
like-
man.
It looked like these logos beat the coronavirus, but they got permanent scar tissue on their lungs now. And they're just trying to be.
But I think it's a touchdown because one, I feel like nobody was really checking for the Chargers, right? First of all, second
Still
of
no
all,
one's checking for the Chargers, bro.
yeah, still nobody's
no
checking
one's
for the Chargers.
for them. I'd rather watch. XFL
Regardless,
games. At least they brought a bigger crowd.
Regardless, the Rams whole logo unveil was like, oh, this got leaked. And then it was like, oh, is that the logo? Is it not the logo? We don't know. And it was like this whole buildup only for it to be the logo. And it was like, wow, this is shitty. There are literally meme accounts making better logos than this. There are literally meme accounts hoping that this isn't your logo. And it is. And the Chargers.
The St. Louis Rams logo was better.
And the Chargers were silent about it, didn't say much, and just rolled out a logo. And it made sense. It ties in their actual symbol into the city. Like, they reverted back to the color scheme that everybody wants and everybody likes, which the Rams also did somewhat, but they kind of changed it a little bit, versus the Chargers are embracing the baby blue, everyone's favorite uniforms of theirs. So I'm giving it a touchdown only because the Rams were such a turnover that even the Chargers couldn't throw that one to the other team, which is saying something.
I'm just going to leave it at this. The Chargers have been so inept, and they have like 7 of their best players are going to be free agents next year. Like, they have to not fuck up.
Yeah, they really can't. They really can't.
Like, they literally have to be perfect between now and like next off season, or it's done. It's done. Like, people will be selling out XFL games in Los Angeles pretty soon, like trying to swap their Charger jerseys for Wildcat jerseys. I'm telling you what I know because I covered the Wildcats, and trust me, people don't want the Chargers. They're like the Clippers. It's like if the Clippers were forced on everybody, that's what they're doing. But imagine if the Clippers were never good. Like, they just weren't good. Like, they never got Kawhi. They never had Blake Griffin. They never had any hope. Nothing. It's just force this team on. It's like, oh, take your little sibling everywhere you go. And they're not even your sibling. They're like your step cousin. And they just won't go away. That's what the Chargers are.
Yeah. All right. So next up, Vonn Bell, former Saints safety, signs with the Bengals. 3 years, $18 million. Is that a touchdown or is that a turnover for the Bengals?
I mean, the Bengals are terrible, so what are you going to do? You got to get
pretty
that,
much.
Like, anything will help for the Bengals. They're just so pedestrian. The Chargers are bad, but at least they're not the Bengals.
Yeah, that's
true. No one's the Bengals.
And finally, Todd Gurley signs with the Atlanta Falcons a day after getting cut from the Rams. Is that a touchdown or is that a turnover for Gurley?
That's a touchdown.
For the whole state of Georgia.
In particular for Julio Jones, because now they won't be able to double team him. Oh, wait, Todd Gurley's back there? Oh, yeah, he can go out and actually run routes like a receiver. So that means...
I think somebody said they literally have like 22 first-round picks, like in theirs.
Yeah, Alex Mack,
Like all their starters are first-round
their
picks.
2 guards, yeah. The receivers: Ridley, Jones, Ryan, Gurley, Mack, whoever their left tackle is.
My thing is, though, between Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, and Todd Gurley, like, you could easily have a situation where, like, those dudes aren't playing all together, like, all the time, consistently. And the defense is still an enigma. So, and we'll see, man. And
what's his name? The UCLA pass rusher. Free Tack McKinley. Let him come to Vegas.
Wow.
I don't know. I think they're running a 4-3 again. I don't know what they're doing.
Who knows what they're doing? I don't even think they know what they're doing.
They're running a 3-4. I don't know what
the
Falcons are doing.
The Denver Broncos gave Melvin Gordon 2 years and $8 million each, I think. Is that a touchdown or a turnover for Melvin Gordon?
Again, Jadeveon Clowney. I want you to pay attention to what happened to Melvin Gordon. Because the same thing about to happen to you, bruh. Sometimes you got to take the contract they give you.
Yeah. And
Gordon, think about it. Phillip Lindsay was a Pro Bowl back. They got Devontae Booker, who's pretty good. Like, he ain't getting starters minutes like that.
I just think it's funny because I just think it's funny because I think back to that situation where Josh Jacobs posted a picture of all the AFC running backs, and then for Denver he just put a trash can. And it's like, really? Because Wisconsin backs have done so great in Denver. But, yeah, man, we'll see what happens.
Ouch.
I mean,
Ron Dane, ouch.
What was
Lonnie Ball, ouch.
Yep.
Me for that.
Yep.
That was cruel.
So,
that was dark.
I mean, we'll see what happens, but I don't think running back, I don't think that running back position is particularly bad, but I don't think it's particularly good either. I think Melvin Gordon does help them, but like how much? You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of people like that team, and I could see why, but they still have a lot of holes, and that division is really strong. So, to be determined. With that, closing it out. You know what time it is. Unnecessary toughness rants. It's touchdowns with tangents. Real quick, though, I want to just play our little clip if I can get it. Hold on.
Do you love NFL football fun and booze? Join us at Thirst and Goal Podcast every Saturday night for weekly NFL coverage, whiskey, bourbon, scotch, and beer reviews. We mix expert football analysis with signature drinks, original segments, and lots of laughs.
Yes, that's right, football fans. Please join us at Thirst and Goal Podcast by heading over to thirstandgoal.buzzsprout.com or search Thirst and Goal on the web. If you're tired of boring podcasts, come join our football party.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Thirst and Gold podcast. We've been doing a promo swap with them the past few weeks. They've been really promoting us. So I wanted to play theirs this week. Last week was a weird show. I was supposed to play it. Didn't play it. But yeah, man, shout out to them. They're also an LA-based podcast, and they drink and talk football. So listen to them.
I dig them. They're dope. I can't wait until this quarantine's over so we can do some crosstalk.
Yeah, that'd be great. All right, Kenny, so why don't you go ahead and go first and make this one a walk-off?
Cool. So as someone who is an essential worker, I work at a deli, high-end deli. But I see people coming into stores, older people, coughing their asses off. Like, a lot of y'all need to just keep your grandparents at home because everyone's trying to get sick and die. I'm sorry. If you ask me if I got to pick them or me, they've had a nice life. Like, y'all really need to understand that the social distancing shit, like, yeah, it's martial law, a soft martial law going on out here, but you really need to fucking, like, stay in the house. And, like that shit, was it Manhattan Beach or Huntington Beach, where all them trash-ass kids were playing basketball. That shit had my spirit hot. Because honestly, I would have hit that wide open corner